Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Friday. It is July the 31st, the very last day that you'll get out of this month. We'll be into August, those dog days of summer, tomorrow. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather, and good morning. I hope your day has been fair so far. Let's make it better with a smile and a cup of coffee and face the world, and, well, let's tackle it. Well, as we begin today's weather, and I wanted to mention, it's going to get better for us. This is the tax-free weekend for Mississippi. I'll tell you about that here in just a moment. But as we turn to weather, brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we switch over to take a look at what's going on with the weather today. Storms will not be near the Meridian area. Louisville area, as we look up in here, and just parts of Noxubee County will be in there to get some heavier rain there, and then back west over to Jackson. So for the most part, it's going to be all clear right here in the Meridian, Lauderdale County, Quitman, Newton area. So that's good news. As we look at what's going on with Hurricane Isaias, did I say that right? Okay, I'm close. It's going to be strengthening over the weekend and will come close to Florida. It looks as though it will not hit a main section of the mainland, but that is yet to be determined. That will be watched closely. It is gaining strength, so we'll look at that. Let's switch over and go to radar at this point and pull that up and take a closer look at what we've got this morning. As we bring in radar, we show that it's not actually, it's going to be the outer bands that come in on Florida as we look at Saturday. The eye of it just does miss Florida and comes on up through here. This is what they're projecting at this point. Right now, 80-mile-an-hour winds, but this still can shift. They're going to be watching this closely today as it comes apart. We look here, our latest winds, 63 there, but it will gain up to 80 miles an hour before it's all said and done. It's projected. So we'll watch this. We'll be on top of it for you. As we move a little bit closer to home in the Meridian area, we notice there's no rain here. We are showing some showers up around Fort Smith, Arkansas, out to the northeast of Plano and those areas, but nothing really around us at all. Some in between Jackson, Tennessee, and Nashville. As we turn to our forecast today, what's going to happen? It looks as though it's just a smidgen is what I like to call this stuff. A 20% chance of rain today. After 11 o'clock, it'll be mostly sunny for the most part of today. It's going to be gusty, though, again, with that 20-mile-an-hour wind gust that we had yesterday. Heat index 99. We will hit 92 for the official high. So it's going to be warm and windy this afternoon. That breeze coming in. Continued 20% chance of rain tonight. Low around 74 and still gusty. By tomorrow, we increase to a 30% chance of showers. Still have a 20-mile-an-hour gust in the air for Saturday afternoon, with highs reaching somewhere around 90, heat index just below 100 for tomorrow. The extended has a 20% chance on Sunday and Monday. So that's sort of where we are on the extended forecast over the next few days there. We'll come back in just a moment and dig deeper into what's going on with the 7-day forecast to give you an idea of what to expect over that. As we turn now to a few news stories, let's see here. Well, they're getting some more. We go back, start out with the governor. Governor Reeves has added 8 more counties to the tighter social distancing measures. Of those that are going to be close, we're going to have Noxubee County being added to that, Pontotoc in North Mississippi, and then Jones County is also going to be added to that. So, and we'll talk about the deaths. It's high again with the COVID numbers in the state of Mississippi. As we move to our next story with Mississippi, this is the tax-free weekend. It begins today and will run through midnight tomorrow night. What that means, you can buy clothes and school supplies with no tax on that. Now, that's any item up to $100 falls for that. If it crosses the $100 mark, then it's not tax deductible. But $99.99, it is. And that's each individual item. It's not your whole purchase. So that's great news. If you've got some kids that are going back to school, this is the time for that. So take advantage of it. It'll run through midnight tomorrow night. That is great news to save a little cash there. That's $7 on every 100. Adds up, especially when things are tight during these times, doesn't it? As we turn to some more news stories that are nationwide, goggles, could this be the next thing? Well, Dr. Fushi there is suggesting that, well, maybe we may need to do that to protect getting the virus through your eyes. He did this on an ABC interview. It has not been suggested doing, he just brought it up. And we know how suggestions sometimes turn out. So don't be surprised if that's not the next move move on this COVID and then your family portrait, you really won't recognize anybody in between the mask and the glasses and all. We just don't know, do we? This is not over by any means of the stretch so far. We'll get in next week discussing school and what's going to be going on with that. There's a lot of here, there, and yonder on the school issues of what's going to happen, delays, and virtual classrooms. We'll get into that next week. The Ellen thing, it just keeps coming back up. One of the producers that was in Australia that had her on said that they were told when Ellen arrived, don't speak at her, don't look at her when she comes in the room. You ever been around anybody like that? I have. There have been several stars that are that way. They don't want to talk to fans. They have people that keep them away from them. And for goodness sake, don't say, hey, how are you doing? Ellen, she's claiming, I've read other things, that she didn't know things were that bad. Of course, she's going to try to protect that. And I really don't know the behind-the-scenes things, but there are a lot of people coming forward and saying, hey, something's not right here. We're being mistreated working for her. She comes off as a great person on television. I hope they can get that worked out and it doesn't hurt the show or kill the show and lose the jobs for all those people. She's had a good run, whether you like her politics or not. She does do a fairly good show there, so we'll watch that. But there are stars out there. One of the nicest that I've ever bumped into, well, two people that always come to mind that were beyond nice to people. Charlie Daniels. I've been with him, and he would be in a serious conversation, and you let a child come within 4 feet and want to speak to him, he's going to stop, or he was going to stop and turn around and speak to them. Great guy. Also, Morgan Freeman, one of those that just really took the time for whoever they were. If they spoke to him, he was going to take the time to make them feel special while talking to him. A lot of people should go to the Morgan Freeman class of manners. He has them. Real nice guy. As we go to Supreme Court Justice, well, she's been recovering comfortably at a hospital after undergoing some non-surgical procedures last week from a bile duct. She's tough. You've got to give her credit on that. She is in her upper 80s and still going strong, still seems to have her mind together. It doesn't look like she's going to be retiring anytime soon, or at least before November. Medical marijuana could be on the Mississippi, or will be on the Mississippi ballots in November when you go to vote for president. Do you want it for medical marijuana in the state of Mississippi or not? We'll see that. There's a lot of people pushing to get that through. A lot of people want to be able to sell that. It's a money-making industry. It's up for you to decide when it comes to vote this November. Your phone is not worth your life. I'm not sure if you've seen this story, but in Jackson, Mississippi, on I-55, Ashley Sims was killed. It was on Tuesday night, trying to get her phone out of the middle of I-55. What she was doing, she was live on Facebook. She was a passenger in a car. She's live on Facebook, and apparently they hit a bump or something, and it falls out the window. They pull over. The phone is still live, and you can hear the traffic going by. Then you hear the screeching brakes and her getting hit, and the screaming and the holler. It was very tough to listen to someone losing their life live like that. But your phone is not worth your life. If you lose your phone in heavy traffic, it ain't worth the $800-900 that a phone costs now. Let it get run over. It isn't worth it. So sad for her. She had two children. Sad situation, and you can look her name up, and that is still posted on her Facebook if you wanted to see that. She was in a very jolly mood before all that happened, and just sad. Hate for anybody to lose their life, especially over a phone. Herman Cain, boy, this I didn't see this coming. I thought he was recovering, getting a little bit better while he was in the hospital. 74 has passed away in an Atlanta hospital due to COVID-19. Great guy. Really liked him. Pence's bus was in an accident yesterday. It hadn't been a whole lot of coverage on this, but it was a fender bender, I think, with a dump truck. They get back on the bus. He gets back into a limo and goes on, and then two of the motorcycle cops, one of them fell over. So it was an interesting day there for the vice president's parade there as they went along. That's a quick look at news stories this morning that are going on. We'll be back in just a moment to tell you more about the weather and the extended forecast.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
Well, as we head toward the weekend, you always usually do a little bit more cooking than you do during the week, and that's where the Piggly Wiggly is there to help you out. Of course, this week they've got those great deals on plums and those nectarines, $1.69 a pound. You can pick up on those. Also, cantaloupes, 2 for $4 there at the Pig. And you can pick up on that yellow or zucchini squash. That's also $1.69 a pound. A lot of people love that, fry that. It's good stuff. As we move into coffee and things of that nature, you can get the Maxwell House K-Cup Coffee 12-count package for only $5.99 there at the Pig. Also, still great sugar prices on the Dixie Crystals. You can get that 4-pound bag for $2.99, along with Chips Ahoy. Always need a little snack there that you probably don't need. Boy, that's good. 2 for $4. You can pick those up. Also, you can get great deals on hot dogs, along with right now the boneless, skinless chicken tenders, $2.99 a pound. You can find those there in the meat department. What a big selection they've got as well. Now, if you're looking to cook some steaks this weekend, you can pick up on the top sirloin steaks, certified Angus beef boneless for $4.99 a pound. That's right there at the Pig. Wow. Also, great Coca-Cola products. You can get the 12-pack, 12-ounce cans, 2 for $9. That's all at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. All you have to do is head to the four-way stop, hang a left, and you'll find my friend Joe and all the fine folks there at the Piggly Wiggly to take care of you and save you a great deal on groceries. Because, boy, everybody spends a lot of money on groceries, don't we? As we turn back to take a look at our extended forecast this morning of what to expect over the next 7 days. After we get out of the weekend and roll into the beginning of the week, our rain chances are very slight. It's been a while as we move into August that we hadn't had those 40, 50, 60% chances of rain each day. We're down to 10 and 20% chances. Now, it doesn't mean that we won't have pop-up showers. It just means that these chances aren't going to be as the downpours that we've had over the last 3 weeks or so. We've had a bunch there. Today, as we recap what's going to be going on, reminding you, slight chance of an afternoon shower after 2 o'clock. High today about 92. The heat index right below 100, but it will be gusty as well. About a 20-mile-an-hour gust this afternoon is what we'll expect. A steady breeze throughout the afternoon as you're planning your afternoon. A big thank you to the folks that help us out each and every day. That's San Marcos Mexican Restaurant, SMI Automotive, along with Graphics Guru, EMEPA, Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Rick Justice Automotive, and the fine folks at Hooper's on 22nd Avenue. Again, thank you for watching Scotty Ray's Weather. Tell a friend, share it, and invite your friends to be a part of it, because coming up, it'll be a day that we do have some bad weather, and we'll track those storms street by street live to your doorstep here at Scotty Ray's Weather.